Hi, I'm Peter Capaldi. I play the Doctor, and you're watching EMS Productions.
Hi everybody, and welcome along to today's video, where it's New Year's Eve, as I'm sure you're aware, so I thought what better than to kind of give you a little sort of recap and remind you of everything Doctor Who related, or as many things as I can remember that's Doctor Who related that has happened throughout the year. So let's start from back in the very beginning, back to January. Now January started off fairly quiet. There was talk about what's going to go on for 2016, what are we actually going to get of Doctor Who in series 2016. There would have been the rumours in late 2015 about how there might be a split series, we only get 6 episodes, we might only get specials, or what was actually going to happen. We didn't really know. It felt like a bit of an ending at the end of the Husband River song. It was all really unsure about what was going to happen, and then right towards the end of January, the last couple of days of January, we got the press release through, where we found out that Stephen Moffat would be leaving Doctor Who and being replaced by Chris Chibnall for Series 11 in 2018, but that there would be no series in 2016, just a Christmas special, and then Series 10 in 2017. It caused a fair amount of shockwaves for all fans around the world, where we found out and realised that actually, oh no, there is no series this year. This is terrible. It caused a lot of abuse towards Stephen Moffat. I'm fairly sure I remember there was a lot of anger and frustration, and quite a sort of a depressing fact to think about back in January, 11 months ago, that we thought, we've got no Doctor Who to look forward to for the next 11 months. This is not going to be much fun. So that was a sort of disappointing and depressing way to start the year, I guess. And then it sort of continued a bit through February and through March, where we didn't really get too much of anything Doctor Who related. I mean, February was when nothing happened really. Come March, we did get the release of the Series 9 DVD box set, which was nice. If you introduced Peter Capaldi on TV shows and stuff, it was nice to see him going around. And of course, my personal highlight of the year, meeting Peter Capaldi, as you can see. And throughout this time, there was a little bit of discussion that around that time when the DVD box set came out and when I met Peter Capaldi, was all about, is Peter Capaldi going to stay or for Series 11 or not, because he was already confirmed for Series 10, but we still weren't sure whether he was going to stay on, and yet here we are 9 months later and we still don't know any better, so it's very much an ongoing thing with that. There was also at the time a lot of discussion about who would be the new companion for Doctor Who, where when we finally, I believe in early April, we found out that we were going to be getting something Doctor Who related. It turned out to be a little clip in April, in the middle of the FA Cup semi-final of somewhere in April, where we finally got a 2-minute clip revealing that Pearl Mackie would be the new Doctor Who companion for Series 10, coming 2017. It was nice to see just a little bit of Doctor Who. It kind of sort of, I think, is about 2 minutes or 2¼ minutes long or something. There's just a little bit of Doctor Who to have there, and that was pretty much all we got. Up until Christmas, that was just about it. And also one of the other things following on the side of this was the whole discussion about Class, the new Doctor Who spin-off series, which had been revealed in, I believe, October 2015, and then by April this year we found out that we would be getting who the main cast would be. The 4 main sort of students they play, actors and actresses of like Vivian Oparah, Greg Austin, Fadi El Said and Sophie Hopkins as the 4 sort of main characters, and Catherine Kelly as Miss Quill as well. And so we got a little reveal of that, and then of course filming for that series continued through April, through I believe to August, near enough before the series aired in October. So there was sort of that to keep her on a bit. We saw TARDISes in filming and the Doctor appearing in filming and stuff, and that was all quite exciting to find out that the Doctor would be appearing in Class. There's something a little bit more positive about this sort of series ahead. And come June, we finally got some filming for Doctor Who. Doctor Who Series 10 finally started filming back in June. I believe mid-June we found out about Nardole returning. That caused a little bit of a interesting discussions about, oh dear, what's happened to this show kind of thing, which obviously it turned out, I feel it's turned out alright in the Christmas special, but there was a fair amount of negativity about Nardole's reveal back in, I think it was June, that we found out that he was coming back. So then Doctor Who filming continued, and Class filming continued over July and August. We didn't hear too much more. It was a fairly quiet couple of months. Really, there was nothing, there was no major announcements or anything like that. Then come the beginning of September, we found out that the BBC Worldwide had been planning and were releasing an animated version of Power of the Daleks, the classic 1966 serial, the Second Doctor's first ever story that had been completely missing from the BBC archives for 50 years. We found out that they were doing a full animation. The whole 2.5-hour story was being animated and released on DVD and online in November, in time for the to match up for when it was released originally 50 years ago. So that was a nice little sort of, that was genuinely a surprise to find that out. I mean, obviously it leaked on the day, because that's the BBC for you, it would leak. But it was genuinely a surprise sort of coming into that day. We had absolutely no idea, no rumours, nothing about this coming. So that was great to have a sort of new Doctor Who story almost, because something was new to me. I'd never watched it before or anything like that. So that was nice to have something new for Doctor Who towards the end of the year. Now we reached October, And it was finally time for the first ever series of Class, the Doctor Who spin-off, to appear. It aired in late October, just perfectly in line with the 10th anniversary of Torchwood. The series first aired through from late October to the beginning of December. A fairly positive reception overall, but a fairly disappointing viewing figures, I think it's fair to say, and it leaves it very much up in the air as to whether we are really going to get a second series of that show or not. I really don't know. I thought it was quite good, but we're going to have to wait and see about that. But it was nice to have something from the Whoniverse to be able to watch for a full 6-7 weeks. So that was a nice sort of way of timing things over a bit. I mean, some people really took it on and got obsessed with it. Some people said it completely was terrible, and some people were just like me, a bit in the middle, like, I enjoy this, it's good, but I can't wait for Doctor Who to return. And so as filming continued for Doctor Who for Series 10 and also the Christmas special back, I believe, in September, we finally found out a bit of details at Comic-Con in October, New York Comic Con, about this Christmas special that was going to feature a superhero and be called The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Quite a sort of bizarre and fairly unexpected sort of way of going, I think, with that. No one really sort of saw that coming either. And then we finally reached December. In November we had a clip from it, which went down great, didn't it? For the episode, and then finally come December we had an episode of Doctor Who to enjoy again, Christmas Day, The Return of Dr. Mysterio, with a good episode, an enjoyable episode, fairly entertaining, but nothing spectacular. And so what has been a rather quiet year for Doctor Who. I'm sure there are a few things that I haven't mentioned that happened this year. I mean, it was sort of just trying to pick out some of the main things. Do let me know if you remember anything else significant happening in relation to Doctor Who this year that I haven't mentioned in the video. Do let me know below. But it is nice that we reached the end of this year, what has been a fairly disappointing year for Doctor Who fans. There just hasn't been much of it to enjoy, really. It's nice to have such a positive outlook. Certainly if you're a fan of Moffat's writing, at least, then you've got a very positive outlook for 2017. Where we have a full series to look forward to come April, May time, through the sort of spring into the summer. We've got a whole series of Doctor Who to look forward to, plus we'll have a Christmas special at the end of the year, and potentially some more Class coming as well. Who knows when that's actually going to happen or not, but there's the potential for that to happen as well. So it's been a tough year for a Doctor Who fan, but things are looking much more positive for next year. So I hope you've enjoyed my little recap of the series, and I hope you're sharing my enthusiasm and positivity for next year, just as I am. I hope you've enjoyed all my videos this year. It's been my first ever year of properly doing sort of videos and reviews and all this kind of thing. So I really hope that any of you who've watched my videos, subscribed to me, liked a video or anything like that, even just put a little comment. I thank you so much for all your support this year. I've really appreciated it. I've loved making this video, and I've really appreciated all the support that you've provided me and sort of helped me to keep making these videos, and I'm hoping that I can make it bigger and better in 2017 to bring you even more videos and to just make things even better. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and from me, it's a happy new year, and I'll see you again in 2017. Goodbye.